Boom.
Hi. I thought it was going to pop up on you first.
No way. I give the people what they want. They want some of this cover.
Well, they were expecting Matt Williams, so I'm sorry. Boop. Hi.
Hey.
Happy Friday. We've made it, Matt. What
did.
a stunning shot of the state capitol on this Friday. And you see, no rain right now.
Yeah, there's nothing.
No rain.
Kind of calm.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it was going to be that kind of calm before the storm.
Yeah.
So to speak. But what
Bye,
is it?
love
What's
you.
that? Hey, bye, darling. Hey, bye. We're on here. We're on
That's our executive producer, Farrah Reed. She's leaving for the week.
All right. But yeah, the weekend,
Yes.
you know, what was it? Like Monday, Tuesday, we just didn't know what this lopsided, messy-looking storm was going to do. And now this is what it's left us with a chance to maybe get ready for, hopefully not a lot.
Yeah, and that's the good news here. That's what Dr. Steve was saying. Excuse me. And our team has been keeping an eye on this. And again, while the news right now is that we don't have to be too worried, just expect for some rain to come in around our part of the world. So at some point yesterday, it was declared a tropical cyclone. They are expecting it to be officially named as Claudette at some point today, and we'll let you know through our weather app, our news app, when Claudette is officially named. But you see that track right there in that web story? So we are on the west side of it, which is the side you want to be on. Sure. We are expecting some of that rain, and again, just depending on where you live in the WAFB viewing area, the amount of rain you're going to get, it's going to be sporadic, it's going to be different. So just make sure you're prepared, and today is that last day to really get whatever you may need, sandbags, if you want to do a little grocery trip. But Steve really put it the best way, Matt. This weekend is going to be a really good test for hurricane season, because we're really just doing what we're a couple weeks in now.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
So the good trial run, I'll flip you over here and kind of see the kind of where this is, and it's just literally setting up still as you're talking about that low, because it hasn't turned into something. It is that potential tropical cyclone, and the reason they do that is so that the Hurricane Center can then start putting out official tracks and official warnings, and so that's why they do all that. So so if you didn't know, why we haven't done potential tropical cyclones. Well, we don't do that. That's why they're doing that. So they can now begin to put out those tracks. And we'll get an update actually at 10 o'clock this morning. You do that every few hours. 10 o'clock this morning, exactly. We'll
all right. Listen, Greg, just wanted to say hi. Hey, guys. Well, you'll see them in the story about sandbag locations. So if you do want to prepare your home, maybe you've had some problems with flooding in the last couple of weeks, last month, and you just want to be prepared, we've got the sandbag locations per parish. In Ascension Parish, some of the officials there are actually putting out more just so y'all are prepared, because again, just depending on how much water is currently around your home, and you might get a little bit of rain, well, that may impact you this go around. So we just want to make sure you're prepared.
I mean, think about the folks out near Manchac Road.
Oh, gosh.
And the cuts they've had to make into some of these roads, the aqua dams they're putting out there, and a lot of folks are still able to walk out their backyard, into their backyard, front yard, whatever yard, and it's still, the water's still sitting there in places. And so when you think about anything showing up, even if it's another inch of rain, one more inch of rain, it's just
scary enough.
Exactly. Yeah. So to be able to kind of do this and maybe feel a little bit better, and then just hope for the best.
Because if you don't use it this go around, then you'll have it just ready at your home. So think of it that way.
June, like you said, here we are, June 18?
Yeah,
just
18 days in.
With hurricane season, we're approaching Claudette. The moratorium in Ascension Parish, speaking of that was big. I know the parish president, Clint Whitmore, was hoping for 12 months. Looks like the council had some other ideas.
Yeah, so it seems like, again, his proposal, 12 months, and then came in and said, look, I'm even willing to do 6 months. But then council members came together and wrote their own proposal, a 9-month moratorium, and they didn't actually discuss President Quintma's proposal. So I think he was upset last night. Lester actually interviewed him live on Facebook, visibly upset about the decision.
Yeah, he was. He wanted the 12. He's not sure that 9 is going to be able to get it done. And now he's saying, it's up to the parish council. All right, it's up to the council to push this forward. Obviously, everybody's got to kind of work together out there to move things forward if you want to get anything truly accomplished. So we'll see. But it's not just Ascension Parish. It's EBR that has to do some of these things. I'm not talking about moratorium, but I'm talking about these flood projects, flood mitigation efforts. It's Livingston. It's every parish around here. Right. Some moves have to finally begun to be made. You can't do, we're really good at talking. You know that. We're really good at planning. We're awesome at planning, and that's all we ever seem to do. Right. It's time to move.
That's it. And speaking of moving, in Iberville Parish, the leaders there put up some aqua dams in the cuts in the Bayou Manchac area to prevent the water from East Baton Rouge to trickle into their area again. But people knew what you meant. There's a lot going on here, especially in the areas that flooded in May. So a lot to think about for the homeowners, especially when the elected leaders, they keep hearing, look, from their residents, I haven't flooded before and I am this go around, you need to do something. So this is their effort in doing something.
So hopefully, the hope is, and you can look at that system right now, we just don't get a lot. That's the hope. Plan for the worst and hope for the best. Because there are some other things that would be nice to be able to do this coming weekend. You've got coming up tomorrow, the first new federal holiday since 1983 and Martin Luther King Jr. Day with Juneteenth, and then there's a Father's Day thing on Sunday.
Very busy weekend. It's anticipated to be. So today, actually, for Juneteenth, because it was declared a state holiday first, Governor John Bel Edwards said all state offices will have a half day today. And then 2022, the Friday leading up to Juneteenth will be a full day off.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. When you talk about this conversation about this becoming a major milestone in the history of America, it marks Freedom Day, the freedom of emancipation when they found out that they were not enslaved anymore.
Exactly.
So huge when it comes to local places you can check out. The African American River Road Museum there in Donaldsonville is an incredible place to go see. Callie was there live this morning with Daryl Hambrick, the executive director. And if you have no plans this weekend and it does not end up being severe weather-wise, it's something to go check out.
I think so. And there's a number of opportunities and locations you can check out. And actually, we have a lot of those in the calendar section, the events calendar section of WAFB.com and the 9 News app. But some of them, just pay attention, because some of them may be postponed, depending on the weather.
Right.
But Liz is absolutely right. Down in Donaldsonville, the River Road Museum is one of the better ones out there. And just listening to him talk this morning about what this means to a lot of folks, what it should mean to a lot of others, is important. It is literally American history.
Yes. So if you've got little kids who are wondering, well, a holiday? I thought holiday was Christmas.
We got another one?
Yeah.
What's this about?
This is a great opportunity to let this be a teaching moment for the kids, young, old, doesn't matter, parents, get them all involved in it, because there's a number of events that are happening. Some have already been postponed due to weather, like the one in Baker, the one in Baton Rouge. So that's going to be rescheduled, and we'll let you know when all of that is going to happen again.
Hey, this is not happening today, but I want to make sure people know it is going to be happening. There's a lottery coming up. I mean, $1 million lottery coming up.
$1 million
Now look, we've already checked. It's not, you can't register yet because we tried, but everybody was looking. But it's all about getting the COVID vaccine.
Yes.
But it begins on Monday.
Yes,
you can start to register.
does.
This is kind of cool. Is it not doing its thing?
It's bouncy today. It's
really-
really bouncy.
Well,
If you tap it before.
what is going on over there?
Let's see.
There it is.
Yes, so there's a link.
All right,
This is the big announcement yesterday. The governor had fanfare. He had a second line. He had a brass band leading them in. They had balloons. They had the big Price Water Clearinghouse check.
Big check.
That said $1 million in your name here. So if you are a Louisiana resident, you're an adult, and you have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine, Monday you could register to enter your name into the lottery. And they're choosing 14 people to win this. Or a scholarship.
There are, you get 14 people available for that scholarship of the smaller prizes. They're all going to be great.
Yeah.
And then there's that one gigantic prize of $1 million. Now, you have to have been vaccinated from December, right, until now.
Right.
So for those of you who were way ahead of the curve, well, just thank you, I guess.
Yeah.
Just thanks for being way ahead of the curve.
And this is kind of an incentive to enter your name.
Yeah, and so if you have been vaccinated since December, you can actually register for all this fun stuff.
And just make sure Monday at noon should be the time where you could register for this grand prize.
I wonder if we'll talk about it on 9 News this morning.
Well,
on Monday.
I think we might.
Updating the folks.
Well, I think we might.
It's so good.
That's Monday's a lot to think about.
It
We're
is.
Think
with
about
the
it being
weekend
Friday.
To go. With the weekend to go.
Yeah. So who better to check in than with Kylie?
You know what?
She is shaping up our weekend. I tell you what.
Right there.
I'm already thinking about where am I going to eat?
Where are you
going to drink?
Really?
Which small business are we going to support this weekend?
There's plenty out there that could use it. So the Louisiana
I need
weekend.
some direction.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Right where you're watching us right now, I promise it'll get even better. But with Kylie Maris showing up at Louisiana Weekend, 3 o'clock today.
Yes.
All the places that you can find her, right here. Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, always on the YouTubes. Trying to make it easy.
Trying to indeed, and especially with the storms this weekend, again, not anticipated to be bad, but if you need a place to watch it, this is going to be your hub. You can pull it up on your phone, WAFB.com,
So simple.
/livestream, WAFB. If you have any of these things, you can watch us. If you've got YouTube on your phone, youtube.com/WAFB9, and you can easily watch what our crew is putting out, our weather team this weekend.
I do it so often.
I know,
Like,
it's
with
easy.
kids going everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so simple to be able to take out the phone, call up this stuff whenever I need, because you can get a lot of this on demand.
Yeah.
You don't have to catch it live. We'd love if you did, but you can always catch a lot of this stuff on demand. So it's an easy resource.
That's it.
Yep.
Make sure you download the news app and the weather app ahead of the weekend too.
Always. Big show coming up at noon.
That's
back
it.
in the studio.
Yep.
And of course, right here whenever you need us.
That's it.
Stay dry, stay safe.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.